If you're thinking about a move to Cincinnati and you've thought about new construction, then today's video is just for you. Today we're going to be looking at Trailside Village, which is a new community in Green Township located on the west side of Cincinnati. We're going to be talking about everything from the price of the homes, to the location, to the schools, to the property taxes, cost of living, literally everything. We are going to talk about it in detail so that way you can make an informed decision. Really quick before we get started, if you're new here, my name is Evan. I'm a local Cincinnati realtor, and I get calls from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move. So if you're thinking about a move in the next 7 days, 70 days, or even 7 months, I would love to help you out, even if it's just answering a few questions for you. This channel is all about moving to Cincinnati, so feel free to check out any of the other videos I have on different locations in Cincinnati. But if you do not see one about an area that you're interested in, please by all means reach out to me. My information is on the screen, or you can also find it in the link in the description. Without any further ado, let's get started. All right, so what is Trailside Village? Well, Trailside Village is a new community of new construction homes. It's located on the northwest side of Cincinnati, just past Cheviot and the Bridgetown area. So again, a little northwest of Cincinnati. It's officially located in Green Township. The type of homes in this community kind of have a broad range. You've got everything from ranch homes around 1,500 square feet, all the way to 2-story homes with full basements, 3-car garages, and some of them top out at over 5,000 square feet. So you truly do have a wide range of options. So no matter what type of home you want to build, they certainly will have an option for you. Now, this community is brought to you by MI Homes. They do have homes in a lot of other locations, and in this community, like I said, there's 14 different plans for you to choose from, and you can get creative with those options. You can go through the whole design process with them if you choose to build one from scratch when you pick out a lot. Now, keep in mind, there are certain restrictions on certain lots, so if you're wanting a home with a little more space, you will have to pay for a wider lot. But they also have some that are already move-in ready, and I actually took a video of 2 of those homes, and I'm going to be showing those later this week and next week. So if you're interested in seeing those homes, I did a full walkthrough and went through all the details of those homes. That will be coming out, like I said, later this week and next week. So make sure you hit subscribe and hit the notification bell if you were interested in seeing those. I actually did the St. Clair floor plan, and then the other one was the green floor plan, I believe. And so if there's another floor plan that you see on their website and you're interested in seeing it, I'd love to send you a video if you're not in the area, or if you are in the area, I'd love to show you around in person. Now, the location of these homes could not be any more perfect in my opinion. Like I mentioned, you are just northwest of Cheviot and Bridgetown. If you've been to Bridgetown, you know there's a lot of different shops and groceries and really everything you need there. But even in Green Township, you are about 7 minutes away from the Cincinnati Children's Green Township branch. If you don't know, Cincinnati Children's is an award-winning hospital, and honestly, I don't even think it's 7 minutes. That's what it said on Google Maps, but when I was driving by, it's really less. It's about 1.5 miles away from the community there. And then you're also less than 10 minutes away. You have from a Meijer, Kroger, you have a Lowe's, plenty of restaurants on that strip. You have fast food options, like McAllister's. I think there was an Arby's as well. And then one really cool thing that I noticed as you drive in, you're actually connected to Green Township's walk and bike path. And so it goes through the community. And if you look on Google Maps, it almost takes you all the way to Bridgetown. So it's a really long trail. So if you're somebody who loves family walks, or maybe you have a furry friend that you love to go on walks with, there's plenty of space to do that there. And again, the location is so convenient. Once you're in that community, it really is tucked away, but you're minutes away from all the shopping and dining you can need. Another great perk of this location is the school system that you will be in if you do choose to live in this community. Trailside Village places you in the very acclaimed Oak Hills School District. So Oak Hills is home to just under 8,000 students, ranging from pre-K all the way through 12th grade. Oak Hills High School is a fairly large high school. It's actually combined from students from Delhi and Bridgetown, and then you have some of those smaller areas like Green Township as well that all combine to make up Oak Hills High School. In fact, Oak Hills High School is the 10th largest high school in the entire state of Ohio. However, even though they are a rather large school district, they actually fall into the lower 20% of taxes assessed per school district for Hamilton County. So you aren't paying an absurd amount of taxes compared to other school districts in the area. However, you're still getting great schools. And I will put up some information from niche.com here as well. Niche.com is a great resource if you haven't checked it out for not only schools but also just any neighborhood or suburb that you'd like to research. And a lot of times the rankings and reviews come from people who live in that area or whose kids do go to that school. And again, I know I've already mentioned the location, but the location of Trailside Village to these schools could not be any better. You're only 2 minutes away from Springmeyer Elementary School, 5 minutes away from Bridgetown Middle School, and 9 minutes away from Oak Hills High School. Now, the one thing I will say is when you go to Bridgetown Middle School and Oak Hills High School, you are kind of taking a main road there, which is Harrison Road, and it's a pretty busy road. So I have to imagine that traffic would be rather busy during school drop-off and pickup time, and it's not really an area that kids would probably want to walk on that road. Now, with that being said, I'm sure some do. There was a sidewalk, but again, it's a very busy road. That's the road where you have the Myers and the Kroger and the Lowe's and all that on. So a lot of traffic there. So there's something to keep in mind. The location of Trailside Village to those schools, while it is close, not necessarily walkable, although you could. But just keep in mind, if your kids were going to walk, it would be on a pretty busy road. All right, now let's talk about cost of living. And I'm going to try to cover a lot here. I'm obviously going to talk about how much the homes in Trailside Village cost, which can vary, but I also wanted to touch on just the cost of living in Green Township and really Cincinnati as a whole, as if you're watching this and you're coming from another town, that's something that you're probably going to want to know. And so according to niche.com, the median home price value in this area is about $218,000, which is well below the median of around $303,000 for the national median. Now keep in mind, we are talking about new construction here, so new construction is going to be a little more expensive as it's brand new. I did do a little bit of research and kind of got averages for different things like utilities and groceries. And now keep in mind, these are averages, so obviously if you have a larger family, it's going to probably be more. It could also be less if it's just you or maybe one other person. And these things are subject to change. So right now, this is the beginning of July in 2025. So if you're watching this later on, of course, prices could change. But what I found was that I'm actually going to read it off the screen here, so you see me looking down. The national average energy bill is about $207, and in Cincinnati, that was about the same, $207.65. And just so you know, most people here use Duke Energy for electric and gas, and you can actually call them, and if there's a home that you're interested in, you can call them and they'll give you the average of what that home paid each month over the last 12 months. So that way you can get a really good idea of how much energy you're going to be spending, or how much money you're going to be spending on energy for that home. And then I believe you can do the same for Cincinnati Waterworks as well. That's the water and sewer provider here in the area. Here's a few items that might give you an idea of the cost of things. In Cincinnati right now, the average cost for a dozen eggs is $3.84, ground beef $7, a gallon of milk $4.76. Of course, everything's a little more expensive right now. Hopefully all those things go down soon. And then gas right now, around $3.16 is the average. To be honest, some days I see it in the 320s, other days like today, $2.95. And it also really depends on the area, but I think a good average is like $3.05 to $3.10 is kind of in that range for the last year or so. And so that was just kind of some averages to give you a ballpark idea of the cost of living in Cincinnati as a whole. And then now we will talk about Trailside Village and the cost of their different homes. All right, so the homes here in Trailside Village start out at $445,000 and it goes up from there. Now they have two different styles of homes, you could say, really more than that, but they have what they call their classic style and then their neo-traditional style. So their classic style is going to include some of their smaller floor plans. Really, they're not even that small. I believe the smallest is around 1,700 square feet, and you can go all the way up to about 2,500 square feet in that range. But with the classic style, you are able to get ranch style homes where you each have one level plus a basement. The neo-traditional is going to be, they're going to be more expensive, and all of them are going to be 2 levels plus a basement and a garage. Most of them are 2-car garages, and those can get all the way up to $750. Now keep in mind, these prices are based off of their new, like, ready to go homes. So they're called quick move-in homes, and all that means is they're either already built or they're building them now, but all the specs are already picked out and everything, so you wouldn't be able to customize them as the way you would like. So those prices can actually go up if you choose to buy a lot, you pick a floor plan, but then you get to go through the whole process of choosing your finishes and everything like that. It could get even more expensive, but I would definitely say the high 700s is like the high end. They definitely have a lot in the like 500 to 550,000 price range. So I would expect to pay that for most of the style of homes, but of course it just depends on what you are looking for. One really neat thing about this community is that they are a maintenance-free community, and what that means is it's not talking about the inside, like if your HVAC goes out, unfortunately, although that would be cool. But as far as the exterior goes, they are going to take care of your landscaping. They're going to mow your yard. In the winter, when it snows, they're going to shovel your driveway and your sidewalks. So there is an HOA fee. It does cost $225 a month, and that contributes to them providing those services for you. Now, I did want to touch on the job market in Cincinnati just for a quick second, as obviously if you're planning on a move to Cincinnati, there's a good chance that it's because of a job, or maybe you're just choosing to move to Cincinnati for a fresh start. Either way, you're probably going to need a job. So right now, these statistics were updated on May 29th, so pretty fresh. In Hamilton County and Butler County, which Hamilton County is kind of like the main county that encompasses like downtown Cincinnati and that area, and then you have Butler County above it. You also have Warren County and kind of even Clermont County. They kind of make up Cincinnati. But in Hamilton and Butler County, the unemployment rate right now is about 4.6%, so just a little bit above the national average. I believe the national average in the study I looked at was 3.9%. But overall, the job market is fairly healthy. Some of the top industries that we see in Cincinnati for jobs, construction and manufacturing is pretty up there. And then obviously we have a lot of hospitals, so the healthcare industry as a whole draws a lot of people here. You have Cincinnati Children's, UC Health, Mercy Health, Tri-Health, and then we also have, we have Great American Insurance Company, we have Procter & Gamble and Kroger, both headquartered here, and even GE Aerospace is down here. So there's a lot of different industries and some big companies that are headquartered here that do provide a lot of jobs to the area. And so overall, I would say it's a pretty healthy job market. And keep in mind that Cincinnati is bordering northern Kentucky, and so sometimes when people talk about the greater Cincinnati area, they're including the northern Kentucky area in there as well. People do live in Cincinnati and work in northern Kentucky and vice versa. And so a lot of jobs in northern Kentucky include like UPS and Amazon. There's a couple big Amazon warehouses in northern Kentucky, as the Cincinnati airport is actually located in northern Kentucky. Fun fact for you there, about 20 minutes from downtown Cincinnati. And so that also provides a lot of jobs as well. All right, guys, and real quick, before we get into this, I do just want to make one recommendation to you, and that is if you're interested in a new construction community, whether it is Trailside Village or another one, I highly advise that you go in with a realtor that you trust. I'm not just saying that because I'm a realtor, although I would love to help you out. I would just recommend you find a realtor that you trust and go with them. Now, the reason for this is if you go without a realtor, then most likely you're going to meet and talk with a builder rep. And keep in mind, the builder rep is going to have the builder's interest in mind. Now, I'm not saying they're going to intentionally try to screw you over or rip you off, although that's a possibility. But it really, you're going in without any representation. The builder has their representation, so it makes sense for you to have your own. Now, keep in mind, this is usually at no extra cost to you. Most builders know that realtors usually ask for a commission, and so they usually pay that. I know in my homes for certain, they do pay the agent's commission, so it's no extra cost to you to go in with a realtor. That way you have someone who can read through the contracts, they can see if there's any funny business going on and walk you through the process. So I would love to be there for you if that is me, but if not, I would just recommend you choose an agent that you know and trust. Alright guys, and the last thing I wanted to discuss is really just the lifestyle in the community in this area and just Cincinnati as a whole. I kind of touched on it a little bit when we talked about the location. I mentioned the bike and walking path trail that goes through the community, which I thought was really neat. But actually, Cincinnati as a whole has just a lot of cool communities that you can get involved in. I know right now, for whatever reason, there's a couple run clubs that have just really been taken off. And there's always been run clubs at some breweries, but right now there's Cincy Run Club is one of them. It's really taking off, so if you're a runner, if that's something you're interested in, there's a big running community going on in Cincinnati right now. There's also, I personally love the Great Parks, which is in Hamilton County. So it's run by Hamilton County, and they call it the Great Parks. They have over 2,500 acres of land right now. I live near Winton Woods, so they have Winton Lake, which is a huge lake. They offer, you can do paddle boarding, boating, you can fish in there, kayaking, and then they also have like 6 different golf courses. If you have a dog, there's a ton of awesome dog parks. The Great Parks has 2, I believe. One of them I have been to, Simmons Family Dog Park. It's really cool. It's massive. I believe it's like 11 acres. It's split up into different areas for different size dogs and just how they like to play. Some dogs might be more chill. They have an agility course there. There's another one in Fairfield, which is, I believe is called Furfield Dog Park, and that one's also really cool. It also has different areas for different size dogs, but also that one has a pool area with like a beach entrance. It has like a ramp where the dogs can run and jump off into the pool. So there's really so much to do. I could spend a lot of time talking about everything there is to do in the community in Cincinnati. I didn't even touch on the breweries around here. You've got Mad Tree Brewing, you have Rheingeist Brewing. Obviously you've got the Cincinnati Reds and the Bengals. So there's just a lot to do here. And again, that could be a whole video in itself. So let me know if you would like a video on different things to do in Cincinnati if you're not from here. And also let me know if there is another area in Cincinnati you'd like for me to touch on. And again, if Trailside Village interests you, I have 2 videos coming out of different floor plans where I walk through them and show you inside the homes. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're interested in seeing that. I'd love to send you any extra information you would want if you're interested, or if you'd like to check these out in person. I'll put my contact information on the screen, or you can always use the link in the description. Thanks.